Monday, July 26, 2021. I went out with my umbrella. Now, I stopped and I spoke to two humans. They both looked up, but, like, I get these blank stares, like, and then they go back to whatever they're doing. We call it turning a blind eye, in advanced sequencing of, large primates and human genome, where I come from, when I'm not stuck in hell in some human script being punished and tortured and hurt just for some other shitbag's curiosity. What's going on is they're cognitively dissident. They are disconnected from the dimensional reality and ability to visually scan, and for their eye cortex combination, which I call their gear, to register and then give credit to the main matrix in a healthy anatomical cycle loop of one kind. I spoke to the second man, and he said, I said, it's paranormal. I said, it's really scary. I said, how I walk up and down the promenade, being Bell Boulevard. I was like, how many people look at me in a way, or it's like I'm cloaked. They don't even see me whatsoever. I'm carrying a golf-size umbrella down the middle of Main Street at night and during the day, and there are people that walk the face of this earth that can't even recognize that it's something bizarre in the 20th century that I'm up to. And so I said to one man, I said, how do you see and say something when your natural instinct and ability to be able to recognize something is a sign of, oh, that doesn't look right, has been taken away from you completely? And the guy's like, I don't know. And I'm like, right, it's really scary. I was like, because I know I've been in a diagnostic, not in my skin, but watching my skin walking down. I was in Just Shine, and I was watching myself walk down the avenue with the umbrella, and I'm watching from machinist level at some point, through a hole in space and time. I've watched on monitor the equidistant measurement of the human anatomy on the local population street, looking and trying to figure out where they're looking, because here's what happened. There is so much visual stimulation in the 20th century. I'm Centurion. I'm Century 1978 sent to wherever this is. They extended it with an extension into the year 2021 without my permission. I didn't even like the first set. There's so much, there's symbol and there's letter, alphabet, alphanumeric around here. There's something called Korean and Chinese, they say, something else Malaysian. There's Arabic script. There's not much Hebrew where I am, although I know in New York there is. But there's so much visual stimulation just with alphabet alone in branding and marketing. It's like everybody's got this big, like it used to be in like anatomical lab back at language laboratory where things are safe without warring. And we forensically diagnose things and fix things in heavenly shine before it goes out into the action field. It's plain clothes. There's no symbol. You have a color, you have an outfit, that's it. There's no symbol, there's no anything. This way you see your color team, you know you belong with your color team, that's it. I come here and it's like, oh my god, it's like, Wait, why are you wearing a Nike and that one has a Nike? Wait, why are you wearing American Eagle and that's wearing American Eagle? It's like visual stimulation overload. Cognitively, there's no way to course, recourse, labyrinth at topiary level for credits for which area is getting the credit for the brand and marketing and for the people who supported it and bought those features. I mean, this is the most poorly laid out society in New York. I'm in New York City, New York State, which is for me, it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York 11361 at this point. I've also lived in Ronkonkoma and Patchogue, which is 11779 and 11772. I lived in Levittown briefly. I wouldn't even say I lived there because I didn't. It was so brief. And let's think about this. So, they look at, and that's part of the thing with dementia and amnesia that's going on as well. It's full memory wipe. But then again, I said to Linda tonight, I was like, you've lived here your entire life. 70 years of useless waking up and going to bed, and you never notice that lightning sometimes flashes outside the window in a weird format. Like, why our sky doesn't normally light up like a flashlight or a bulb. Why do you think there's lightning and thunder? Like, what do you think they're doing out, like, to our environment? Who do you think it could be? Nobody knows, alright? Got it. But do you think this is strange? I mean, it's out of the ordinary. It doesn't happen all the time. The humans are so overstimulated by visualization, and then there's the tie-in of some kind of cloaking device where they literally can't see things right in front of their face. They're not able to connect it. They're not able to see the danger in it. And there's nobody working where I was taken from in order to do this, living like a human. There's no point in me being here. I already know all this stuff exists, and we already documented all of the danger on the way in. In fact, Nicole has a book, and I was with him. I think he called himself Mark. I was in, like, heaven. I was just, like, finally happy and feeling safe with one person. He's like, here, he's like, I want you to read this book, because he said he lost his wife, and I told him I was really sorry for that. But that he seemed really upset about it. And then he said, yeah, he says, I don't know if he wrote a book or one of his friends wrote a book, because apparently he's really important. And so he wanted me to read the book. And then I read the book, and then I was asking all sorts of questions, like, why didn't this, and why didn't they do that, and so what happens in the end? Didn't say. And things from where I belong and where I am don't always connect. I belong, let's say, in Sparta. I'm living in Troy. Somebody wanted a different word than the word hell, Hell. Once hell became Greek and Hellenistic, then they said it became a holy word, and they didn't want to think of me in such pain and being so tortured. Well, that's really nice. Did you know that I've never in my life been invited to an American movie premiere? Forget American. I haven't been invited to a Russian, German, French. I have not been invited to a single movie premiere my entire life, and neither has my mother, Linda, and neither did my grandmother, Marie. There's something wrong with culture and subculture, because in America, there is none since I arrived. And it's growing more dangerous. And they're so socio-economically psychologed that it's dangerous. I even said to Lou, I was like, you've been telling this story wrong for so long that you actually believe it. The same words and concepts strung in a different manner tells the true story, not the way that you and Linda have chose to live through this. That's the truth. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. Those vaccines scare the fuck out of me. They're bioengineered products where they'll save you today, but it has a time expiration capsule on it where it will, depending on your success of listening to some really dangerous regime, they'll turn on and off different torture device and effects in your anatomy. I think it's a really dumb idea, but here we are. You shitbags wanted a shot in the dark rather than go running around with guns and shooting the real problem kids and cleaning house. Right. I'm talking to my white kids here. Right. So now, because you wanted some shot of immunity in the arm, you need some shot of immunity. Now all of a sudden then the black kids wanted it. Then the kids with the whatever wanted it. Now everybody wants it, and the whole fucking society is polluted with this disgusting money-making zeal I want no fucking part of. I want out of this entire plagued process and project. They want to torture themselves and make money with it and take their chances in some lottery system. I want out. I never agreed to any of this, and it's disgusting that I have to be held in New York amongst all of this sociopathic whatever the premiere kids do in movie premieres and, like, you know, candy yachts and J-Lo's turning 50, who the fuck cares? I'm being microwaved from underneath the same atmosphere, supposedly, because I don't know how the hell they'd let her out. She looks more Melba Toast than me. I shouldn't be that color. She was born that color. Just saying. You want to fix shit? Get in the bowl and start working your fucking dialing magic at some, like, Jerry Lewis telethon and fix the fucking main gig, which is hiring in the wrong industries. Stupids. It's July 26th, 2021.